Hi-yo, everybody! Hello, wow, look at this crowd. Look at all these graduation caps with their decorations. Wow! Wow. What a thrill it is to be back here at the University of Maryland and celebrate the class of 2025! And don't forget the summer class of 2024! And the winter class of 2024. Yeah. Did I leave anybody out? No. Great. Good. You are all here. You're all here to listen to a frog in a very tiny cap and gown give a commencement speech on, what's actually turned out to be a pretty beautiful evening. Yeah. Either way, I can guarantee you the forecast calls for a 100% chance of frog. So here I am. President Pines, Provost Rice, esteemed professors, proud parents, families, friends, fighting Terps, and fellow amphibians, thank you for having me. Let's hear it again for the graduates. Yeah. Now, as I look out at you students, I can tell that you have all worked your tails off. And as a former tadpole, believe me, losing your tail is a pretty big deal. So go Terps! Now, I realize that today is one of the most important days of your lives, so I am honored to share some words of wisdom about three things that are close to my heart: finding your people, taking the leap, and making connections. Yeah. Now, you and I share someone very special, University of Maryland, and I am talking, of course, about my friend Jim Henson. Yeah, Jim, in the early days, he had a hand in literally everything I did. Yeah, Jim and his wife Jane were proud students right here at UMD when the food at the Stamp was good. Yeah. Back then, they even had mosquito sprinkles for your ice cream. I miss that. And as I'm sure you know, there's a statue of Jim and me on campus, and it is not far from another campus legend, Testudo the Turtle. I hear, by the way, that we are distant cousins. And although I know you rub his nose for good luck, please do not rub my nose. Unless you're a fly. In which case I'd say, lunch is served. But it was Jim who taught me about finding your people. Jim was a collector. He loved collecting actors and artists and musicians, anyone with talent. You know, Jim shared with me that when he was first coming up with the idea for the Muppet Show, nobody knew what they had. But Jim knew who he had. Yeah, he knew that there was a show there, and he wanted to show the world. And that was Jim. He could always see the spark in someone. He saw the potential. And he saw what was unique in each person. And he taught me what's unique about you should always be shared. And that really stuck with me, which is why you'll see me hanging out with a bear and a pig and a penguin and a prawn and whatever Gonzo is. Seriously, if anybody knows, please see me after the ceremony. But Jim believed that everyone had a place. Jim thought of that, and he made us believe it. And so, my whole life, I tried to appreciate people for exactly who they are, even if they are a pig who hogs the spotlight. Oh, I'm probably going to get in trouble for that one. But truly, there's a spot for everyone in the show. Isn't that right, arts and humanities majors? That's right, I see you. That's right. Yeah, I also see you, biology majors. Yeah, but you're not going to get me to step foot inside your lab. No way, forget it. But congratulations anyway. Look, now there is no guarantee that the show is always good, or that it'll go off without a hitch, or it doesn't have its hecklers. Yeah. But the show must go on. And if you're with your people, then you won't have to do it alone. Because life is not a solo act. No, it's not. It's a big, messy, delightful ensemble piece. Especially when you're with your people. You know, in fact, look around. Seriously, go ahead, look around. You're probably sitting next to some of your people right now. These are friends that you might have for your whole life. And there will be many others to collect along the way. So always keep your eyes open, like I do. Actually, I can't really close my eyes, but always be on the lookout for old friends you've just met. Also, can you be on the lookout for Animal? I hear he hit a few graduation parties last night, and we haven't seen him since. Okay. So once you have found your people, you're ready for what comes next, taking the leap. And leaping is kind of something we frogs know a thing or two about. And judging by the number of you who've left him to McKeldin Fountain at 2 o'clock in the morning, so do you. So do you. Yeah. You know, when I was just a little bit younger than all of you, I used to have a fun in the swamp playing leapfrog. It was our favorite game, or kind of our only game, but we loved it. Except for my cousin Albert. He never actually leapt. He just stepped on your back and used your head like a lily pad. Sure, he got ahead, but it was only by stepping on you. We've been told that that's how you succeed, and some choose to believe it, but I know they're wrong. So as you prepare to take this big leap into real life, here's a little advice, if you're willing to listen to a frog. Rather than jumping over someone to get what you want, consider reaching out your hand and taking the leap side by side, because life is better when we leap together. And that brings me to my final point, making connections. Now, right now, many of you are trying to make career connections and networking connections and are applying for jobs and grad schools and quietly panicking about rent and loans and the price of eggs. Good grief. I know the past 4 years have brought more challenges than anyone expected. Sometimes it can feel like the challenges just keep coming. But look at you. I know that you're going to be okay. Because you're here. You did it. And I think that deserves another round of applause. Right now, you're all dressed in your caps and gowns, all grown up. But your family probably looking at you, still seeing you as that little preschooler sitting crisscross applesauce, maybe learning the alphabet from my friend Big Bird on Sesame Street. And for you, that was a lifetime ago. But for them, probably feels like yesterday. Which brings me to one really important connection that I got to mention. And that's the one that you share with your parents or your family or the special people who helped you get here today. And you all know who they are. A lot of them, they're probably here right now. And some of them, they might not be. But trust me, you're still connected to them. You really are. And that's the thing about love. It sticks with you, even when you're apart. So let's give all of those connections a round of applause, too. Because if I know a thing, it's important to stay connected to your loved ones, stay connected to your friends, and most of all, stay connected to your dreams, no matter how big. no matter how impossible they seem. The truth is, dreams are how we figure out where we want to go, and life is how we get there. So graduates, I see you. I see you out there. And I know that you will find your people. I know that you're going to take big leaps, and I know that even though you're about to throw your caps in the air, good luck finding them again, I know that you will stay connected to your families, your friends, and your dreams. Because life's like a movie. Write your own ending. Keep believing. Keep pretending. You've all done just what you set out to do. And you're just getting started. And the music's getting started too, which means my speech is coming to an end. But before I go, maybe I could get you all to sing along with me? Here we go. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Thank you. Thank you, University of Maryland. Thank you for having me. And congratulations to the class of 2025. Yay!
Kermit, 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 Kermit. Wow, Kermit, thank you so much for those inspirational words, that song at the end, and being here today. I know this is a moment that our students will never forget. Let's hear it again for Kermit the Frog. Now, Kermit, on behalf of the entire University of Maryland community and family, I want to also wish you a happy 70th birthday. You don't even look like you've aged at all over the 70 years.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I now have the distinct privilege and honor to read a citation from Governor Westmore, which reads as follows. Be it known, because of your demonstration of high integrity and ability, meriting our great trust and respect, we are most pleased to award you the Governor's Citation in appreciation of our 10 outstanding services to the citizens of the state of Maryland.
Wow.
Let's hear it for Kermit.